appreciate it.
When you went back and looked at it, just how you thought Penny played in his first game.
Now, when you say went back, that's a long time ago. We've been Green Bay, but I thought after watching that game, I thought he did a nice job on the left side. Of course, that's natural to him. That's where he played the last couple of years, so it didn't surprise me.
And when you look at the film at Green Bay, what jumps out about their defense? What makes you maybe the most worried?
You know what? I think the pass rush is somewhat underrated. Those Smith boys, they have a lot of sacks. And so, last week we was talking about Nick Bosa a lot, but this week I think those Smith boys, I think they can raise hell too on the edges. So, our protection plan's got to be solid, especially in a hostile environment.
I think you ran the ball maybe the way you had hoped and anticipated going into the season. How do you better build the pass game off of that through play action going into week 2?
You can, when you're running the ball well and you're making a defense defend the run, it's a lot easier to throw the ball down the field and get your run action shots. And so if we continue to run the ball well, we will have those shots down the field.
Did you find that the 49ers were starting to commit more resources to stopping the run as you were having success?
Well, when we were in the game where we could run the ball, they had to, because I thought we was running it pretty well. So, but second half we kind of got away from it a little bit, but things happen.
How much are you going to need some guys to step up if you don't have Tyrell? Obviously, he's a veteran guy. He's been doing it for a long time. Just the anticipation of having a guy or two step up, and do you need that from that?
No, we're definitely going to need some guys to step up, because Tyrell, that's going to be hard to replace. He was a starter in this league and a veteran at that. So that's hard to replace at this point with a young group. But guys got to step up and start making a name for themselves at some point. Might as well start this week.
Do you see anyone, the new guys, whether it's Hodge or Benson, is interchangeable with what Tyrell can?
Benson is getting better every practice. We threw him out there last week. I think he'd been here for 3 days, and he did a good job for the length of time that he's been here. But he's gotten better, so he will play more. He'll see more reps, and Saint reps will go up this week. So we'll see what happens. Kennedy, I believe he's going to play this week.
Did you think just a piece for the two backs and TJ? Just how difficult is that on a defense when you've got backs and tight ends that can be that productive in that moment?
Swift caught a few balls for us, and him and Jamal. So when you have backs and come out of the backfield and catch the ball, if they do want to play off coverage, soft zone, it's always nice to be able to throw it to a back and let him run with the ball.
Would you just back to Justin's question a little bit about getting that big play, downfield passing game going a little bit more? Does Terry need to be a little more aggressive with some of that too? What's the line that he walks on? I'm thinking like the play before the interception where you block it up good and there are a couple guys in the field. I know
play before the interception. Man, that's a long time ago, but
I'm just, assuming, again,
yeah.
In general, does he need to be more?
I think it's too soon to say he needs to be more aggressive throwing the ball down the field after one game. I do, but he's been very good at taking what the defense gives him, and that's what you want in a good quarterback. Tom Brady checked it down 23 times. He did it on me 19 one time. So, I like that mindset, but there will come a time and place when you have to go down the field with the ball, and he's got the arm to do that.
When you talk about keeping a defense honest, right? You run the ball to keep them honest. Does it work inverse? Given the strengths, the weapons you have with the backs and TJ, do you need to keep them honest with that deep passing game to not let them kind of sit on some of the underneath stuff you guys can do? You
can, yeah, you can go deep. You can pass the run, you run the pass. But that deep passing game, it's more than just Jared. You have to have the right people around him to have the deep passing game as well.
With Benson, obviously you don't want injuries and you don't want to have to force him into a bigger role than maybe you wanted in week 1. But is the silver lining that maybe those extra reps that he got in that game, did that accelerate his development within the scheme in any way? I
would like to think so. I believe that was the first time he's played an NFL game. So I would like to think that those reps will help him settle in a little bit better this week and execute a little better.